Let me allow you to record the session.
Okay.
So welcome back to our new session in US Payroll Mentor Us. So last time we have discussed the finance posting, and a couple of things I've discussed, like what are the possible scenarios you'll be coming across in a typical
Okay.
finance posting. And also we discussed a couple of notes. Okay, so those notes I will be sharing with you as I have discussed. A couple of new
Mm.
things are there, and I will be sharing that with you. And we have also seen from a troubleshooting point of view, there are so many options are there. So I just added here. So a couple of things
Okay.
I have this. What I will do in this mind map, if whatever you are seeing, I will attach those preferably notes here, and you can directly download here. Anyway, I'll be sending a bundle. You can directly download
Okay.
all the notes from that. Okay. And also
Mm.
for your reference in the future, I will be sharing this mind map with you so that it
Okay.
will
Sure.
be easy to track everything. Okay. And also we have discussed from a troubleshooting point of view, there are two approaches. One is, I'll just tell you, from a errors obtained in the whenever you are getting any kind of error in finance posting, so it will be in
Yes.
the error in the log itself, that is in the RPCIPE00. It's the same program, the finance posting program. Okay, so there will be log either yes or no. If you are getting log not in the programs particular possibility, so there can be also some other possibilities. Okay, it can be some related queries and all, so that I've kept it here. Okay, so there are two pathway of it. Okay, and like it can be related to your log, or it can be something else. Okay, like it can be queries, it can be like how to distribute those liabilities, it can be related to the other no bank posting. There can be any other reasons also. So there are
Mm.
two paths here. One is related to Q&A, or which is generic queries, or it can be some conceptual queries and all. Otherwise, it can be related to your finance posting error in the log. So error in the log, it can be anything like this. Okay. So
Okay. Okay.
yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. Okay.
So you can go to that person's payroll, and maybe I think these small minor configuration also I have asked you to do the changes, right? Some minor
Yeah,
configuration.
regarding the table 549 S,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't do that. I actually I didn't open the system. I was lying
Okay,
down
okay,
on
no
it.
problem, no problem, no problem. We will do that together.
Okay.
Yes, you can go to that particular table, and you remember those ESG, PSG, demode, period parameter, and all, right?
Uh, Period parameter was 04.
Hmm?
04. I think it was 04. 01, 04.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think it needs configuration in that part because 04.
Okay.
I
Mm-hmm.
think so.
Okay, okay.
So what
Mm,
you
okay, then it will take some time. Then what I will do, uh, just a minute. Let me then. Okay, so what I will do, then few more troubleshooting I will discuss with you today. Okay,
mhm.
and we will proceed accordingly. Okay, is that fine?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in the meantime, you continue. So what you will be just the link which I have shared, you can just open that link because I want you to go directly to the system as well at the same time. Couple of things. Okay. So I don't want to switch in between my screen and your screen.
Yes, okay. I think this is this club where I can uh
The link,
which
otherwise I will direct again share that link with you. Let me share. Let me share in the chat window. Yes, I pinged you in the chat. Yeah. So this is the thing which we have discussed. So out of this, in the other issue section, which I was telling, these are all troubleshooting related to the your finance posting. Okay. So let's pick one of those things. I will just tell you which one to pick. Waste time. Let's say we will be picking. Let's say posting to a particular cost center is not possible. Okay.
With blue column?
Yeah, in the blue column, there is this reading called posting to a particular cost center is not possible.
Okay.
Posting, you just click that note. Okay, it is asking for that, right? Okay, just a minute.
All the time, yes.
Okay, just a minute. Otherwise, what I will do, I will just tell you what is the content in that. And anyway, today, after this session, I'll be sharing that with you.
Okay.
So what happened? You understood what from a header of the issue? Are you able to understand what it could be the issue? Means posting is happening only to a particular cost center. You are not able to post it. Okay. So that is the problem. That is the problem statement here. Okay.
It happened a lot?
Sorry?
It's happened a lot, this
initial
issue?
Initial phase of implementation, or if you have configured a new cost center, but your finance, basically cost center creation is a responsibility of finance, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. Suppose they have created, but they didn't communicate the same thing to you. Okay. So then in that case, this kind of problem will come. Definitely. And it happens a lot in case if you're doing a lot of changes and okay. So this kind of thing. Okay. So it will come. So for that, basically what you need to do. So I will tell you a particular, it is how you'll be checking that whether it is a issue or not. Okay. So I'll directly post the your resolution part, and from that I will tell you how to go to check that as a HR functional consultant. How will you checking that? I will tell you that. So I have answered in the chart window. There is a configuration path in the chart window.
Yes.
Okay. So what you can do, go to posting to financial accounting, go from SPRO.
Okay. On SPRO? No.
Not from here, SPRO.
Yes, I'm SPRO. Okay.
So how to go to the finance posting? You must be knowing all this part. Yeah. You just go to that and I will tell you then.
Okay.
Posting to financial accounting, yes.
Preparation, activity in HR.
Yes. So there are two things you can see. One is your activities in the HR system, which basically we are already aware of, right? Those symbolic account.
Yeah, I did some configuration here. Yeah,
yes. The second part is activity in the SC system. What do you mean by SC system? Any guess?
It's part of the finance people configuration.
Yes.
Mostly regarding GL accounts, but this configuration is part of the FICO people, right?
Exactly. But it is actually joint collaboration between you and finance people. Okay. So activities in the SC system is activities in the accounting system. Okay.
Yes.
So do not get confused. SC system is same as your finance people. They will be doing that. And here you're getting a lot of things here. Assign financial account, expense account, So you know the difference between all these 4-5 things, right? It is
Yeah,
nothing that different.
yeah, yeah. You know, I read it a little bit, but not. I'm not
Okay.
expert.
Yeah, that is more than enough because it will be taken care by mostly the finance. It's good to know, but it is not always necessary to go through in detail. So from here, there is a below section. There is something called setup substitute cost center.
This one.
Just you just click that help file, not execute, help file, the documentation I'm saying.
Okay.
So what does it say? Just you read one pointer here. I think there is no documentation. Okay.
No.
Ideally, there should be documentation, but yeah, somehow crazy. Just execute that. Execute setup substitution. So this is the point where exactly you can verify. Okay.
Yeah, company code, business area, and cost center.
Exactly. So it may happen. So generally it happens, Jack, in case of a merger and acquisition scenario. Suppose you have the company has acquired another company, and in the new company they will be assigning some new company code, let's say. Okay. In those cases, they might have assigned everything, but they have not assigned a specific cost center. Okay. It may happen. Okay. So in those cases, you have to come and you have to check that company code, whether that is existing in that business area, respective business area, and the respective cost center, because you may not be knowing which cost center will be allocated to that particular company code. Okay. So in those cases, so for that reason, it says, it doesn't say like cost center creation. It says like, if you see the header, substitute cost center for HR settlement. Okay, so the title is a little different. Okay, so here we are not going to create a cost center, rather we are just attaching, because cost center creation will happen in the finance system.
Yes.
It's a different node, even I do not know. So that actually, after creating that cost center, if you just click a new entry, just I will tell you, you'll be knowing that thing. Company code, you can choose any company code.
Usually 3,000.
Whatever you are using, you just try that.
Yeah, I'm using 3,000.
3,000, yeah, you can choose that then. It might be already there, but still for a learning purpose.
Business area is AO. I use one with the letter. This is.
As it is a training system, people have created so many
things. Yeah, there's one standard here for like I forget what name. I use it all the time. AO is standard with 3,000. Come from its standard SAP.
No problem. You can choose anything. We're not going to save, just for your understanding, I'm telling you.
Okay, just choose anything.
You can choose anything. Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
And similarly, just go to cost center. It is a blank field, right? It is not selectable, right? So that cost center, if you just put a F1 help there, if anything is help file is coming, we'll say F1. Yeah. Okay. So what it is saying, key in identify. What is that? A cost center, right?
Can you uniquely identifying the cost center?
Yes. So basically, after the creation of your this thing from your finance, they will be telling you, or they will be creating this for you. Okay. After creating, just you have to attach it here. So once this is done, then if anything error is coming related to the cost center and all that problem, which I have discussed, that will be resolved. And another point, SAP, this is a manual activities. Okay, so it is not like, even if there is a SAP note, the SAP note will be guiding you to configure this thing. How to configure, they will be guiding you, and you will be following that. Okay, so this is the solution for it. Now you go back, and I will tell you also there is a direct path also. So how are you knowing the technical field of it, Jack? Any guess from here?
Technical field, to go to F1 and
yes, just tell me.
F1 and to go to this one.
Technical information, exactly.
Yes.
And this is your
program
table. Program name, not that much important. Main is a table name, PKA3G And in that TK3G, what is the field name?
Field name, this one, KOST.
Yes, KOSTL. That is for a cost center. Okay. And suppose you are talking to an ABAPer. Okay. Let's say I'm talking from a different perspective. Suppose let's say you are required to write a report. Let's say design a custom report, and your ABAPer has asked what is the what are the fields required. You told him, but what are the technical fields name? Then you have to come to each and every field and say, for cost center, this is your table name and this is your field name, and that you'll be mentioning in your functional specification whenever you are delivering to the ABAPer. This is the frequent activity. Okay, so I'm telling from a ABAPer point of view, a functional specification point of view. Okay. So this is, you understood, right? This particular is note.
Yes, this one, yes. You will send it to me, right?
Yes, yes. So you can go through this and you can directly. Now you go back to the your SAP that blue column again. I'll be discussing another one. You can choose of your own anything. Now you choose anything from you.
This is regarding the
feature. You're already
yes,
PT mod.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Then you just take anything which you like to discuss. All are very similar, but the path is, I will tell you the solution in the chat window.
This time out regarding the performance, right?
Yes, is mostly.
Last time we talked about this one.
Yes, yes, we have discussed this one. Yes, you can choose anything else.
Okay, let's cross company code document.
Cross company code, right? Okay, let me check that. Cross company code documentation. Let me check.
When they start working, they give me the access to this.
Which one?
This website. They gave me access to it, to notes.
So what I will do, I will be downloading those notes and I'll be sharing it with you. Because
now I'm talking about a new job. When I get this job, they give me the access to.
Okay. Yes. Whenever you will be you're in your new job, right? What you need to ask to So there will be process called S user ID creation. Okay. So your IT company, IT team, you can coordinate with them and they will be creating it will not take more than 1 hour. Okay, that process. Okay. So ideally, but there will be some other formalities to fill up for that, depending upon your organization.
So I should ask the IT manager.
Yes, you should ask how use
S user.
S user ID. Okay, because every functional consultant must have that because that is the entry point to have not only for your SAP support portal, but also anything you are doing in SAP. Okay, a lot of things are required. So for that, you need those kind of that S user ID is a single entry point for everything. Okay. So because all the informations are not available publicly, right? Because from a SAP point of view, okay. So that generally they give it in a separate access. Okay. And that S user ID also will be having different kind of authorization. What are the things you can do and all. But ideally, as a functional consultant, you should be having all those access.
Okay.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to do, I will be sharing with you one. This is actually a coding change. Okay. So I think, but still, I just let you understand the solution part of it. Okay. So I will just tell you what is the solution. This is for this note for this document related document doesn't contain quantity information. You need to talk to your ABAPer also because it involves a little bit of coding. Okay. So can you see the solution in the chat window? It is a technical change.
Yeah, technical change.
Yes.
This should be directed to technical.
This is you have to talk to your ABAPer technical consultant. Okay, so it is actually a lot of minor coding changes involved in this. Okay, so for that.
If your system has support package, okay.
Means you have to talk to your ABAPer as well as SAP basis consultant because It also talks about support package level, right? So that you can
Yes.
talk to whether it is you are having proper support package or not as per the requirement. Okay, that you first you have to validate with your SAP basis consultant. Then you have to talk to the second portion of it, wherever it is saying make the following change in the method. Okay, so methods are nothing but your it's a code snippet inside your program. Okay, so we call it a method. Okay, and there is also class. So how to go to that particular class? Any idea?
Which class to?
CL underscore HRPP document. I will guide you that.
Okay,
Little
sure.
bit. Go to SCAT in your because I can still remember because I was an ABAPer long back. Couple of things I was I know.
Yeah, I went somewhere, but I went to there, but I didn't understand anything.
Mhm.
I
Go,
didn't.
go to SCAT. That is a ABAP workbench. We call it as
Yeah,
a.
I went there, but I didn't answer.
It is a little tricky.
I did spend much time on it. That's
Hmm. Yes. So in SC80, if you go scroll a bit up and the left hand side, there is a two field called program. So inside in the drop down, you can see there are different categories of things. Okay, program, function group, function module. So what I will choose, I will say you to choose the class slash interface. Class slash interface, enter, and you just enter that class name which is shown in your chat window, CL underscore HRPP underscore document.
okay.
And enter. Okay, so after entering that, you can see there are object names. So if every class is having, it's like a similar concept of your object-oriented programming. Okay, so
Yeah.
you can see there is a something called attribute, there is something called method. Okay,
Okay.
so if you expand the method here, you can see there are certain things are red, certain things are green. Okay, so there are some issues
Yes.
there. Okay, and in that you can find there is a line called fill line. Fill line you will getting fill line and index table. Okay, you double click on that. Okay, so in the right hand side you'll be getting something. Okay, so this is your programming, and what SAP is saying that your ABAPer will be making changes in some kind of changes in the following in that particular method. Okay, so what the overall understanding is, so we are having this class called CL underscore HR posting PP document, and in that we're having your concept of attribute and method, and inside method we have, so SAP is saying some changes to be done inside this particular method. Okay, so
Okay.
after doing that changes, the error which we are getting related to this document related things, right? Okay, so that you'll be able to solve it. If you scroll a bit down in that programming, if you can see, means even if you do not understand, still you will be able to smell the code. I will say I call it code
Yeah.
smelling. You can, what is going on, you can smell the code. Okay, so like you can see, so like there is something called HRA, something related to HRK, HRD. So they have written something like that, and which info type will be getting updated. So you'll be getting overall logical idea actually. So even if you're not coding expert, okay, so some kind of changes, and it is a standard changes. So if anything is any, if that is not properly configured or properly not maintained in this particular thing, okay, your ABAPer will be help you to do that change in the in this particular code. Okay. So
So
this
what
is
my role? What is my role in this?
huh. So in this, your role will be directing. After going through this note, you will be talking to your ABAPer, and you. So if you tell him that the method, then he will directly navigate to here. Okay. So then he will be doing the changes. Your SAP basis consultant will do the change check for your package and all. Then you whatever you have to test out actually. So your role will be kind of a testing here after doing these changes. Okay, so you have to try to do a finance posting again, and previously whatever error you are getting, whether that error is removed or not. Okay, that is your role. Okay, so that you have to test. Okay, so that is your overall role for this kind of issues. Okay, you got my point?
Yes.
Okay, so this is your role regarding this, not only for this kind of node, anything which involves any kind of ABAP code changes. Okay, so this is the way you will be approaching this problem. Okay, and definitely you will be having in your team whenever you're working for payroll or SAP related on-premise things. Okay, you will be having an ABAPer with you. Okay, so
Okay.
definitely you will be require help from them, because as a functional consultant means you will be always need technical help also. But in success factor, what happens, that is a problem, means a problem as well as you will be saying opportunities, I will say. So we do not have a concept of a coding there, ABAPer. Okay, so there everything you have to do as a, means a single person handling everything. Only in case of integration you may take help some integration consultant, but everything
Okay.
from a configuration point of view. And there is no ABAP as such. Okay, even we are talking about EC payroll, employee central payroll. Basically the backend is this one only. So in that case, few scenario you have to take help from ABAP there. Otherwise any other modules of success factor you may not require those kind of ABAP help. So this is a, yeah.
More independent.
Yes, more independent, I will say, and more consultant actually who moved from like the functional consultant moved from SAP HCM to SuccessFactor. Technical consultant, actually other modules are still there, right? So because they help on, but people who are exclusively for HR ABAP, so they what they did actually, most of them added the new skill set like your integration. Okay, because that is
Okay.
the way they will be collaborating with the functional consultant. Okay, so
Okay.
other so that is a career path for them. I'll say. Yeah. Now you can go to that blue column again. So thanks for choosing this one. Actually, randomly choose, and also it involved a coding change. Okay. So now you can choose another one from the blue column only. We will discuss another one. Then we'll move to the right column.
Part of voice type amount. Okay, this one.
This is also a common one. Okay. So let me
Mm.
pull out that solution for it. Part of waste type amount is not posted in a assigned account. Yeah. So what do you understand by this particular problem statement? Anything?
Part of the wage type amount. Do you mean the regarding the element of wage type, rate and item and amount?
Yeah.
The rate and the number and amount?
Okay, so what exactly the meaning of this particular problem statement is? Okay, so I will just ping you the symptom. Okay, so every KBA or knowledge based article comes with a symptom of
Okay.
that problem statement. So you just read that symptom. I was posted in the chart window. It says you are assigning a waste type to a corresponding account using this two particular table T52EL, which we have seen last time. If you can go to this table, I will tell you. Can you go to this table T52EL from SM30? You go. You have to enter a V underscore there. T52EL. Yes. Go to display or any waste type you choose of your choice. Any waste type you can choose.
Yes,
Oh, you have to choose a waste type basically. You have
okay.
to choose a waste type. Click display or maintain. Whatever waste, any waste type you have created, then it is better actually. Not this secondary waste type, but whatever waste type you have created.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Any primary waste type or the go there. Okay, so nothing is there. You can just what it is saying. Okay, so that means you can choose any other thing which we think you have already done. The mapping.
No, I didn't do.
Then you just then we will go with a random one. You go to with any of these two 2000 series, any waste type you choose, and I will tell you. So you just, this is a table where exactly we assign your symbolic account, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So what SAP is saying that you're assigning to a particular waste type or to a particular symbolic account. Okay. But the problem is that particular part of your particular amount is not posted to that assigned account. Okay. So that means whenever you are doing a payroll posting, you see that a part of the amount of a waste type has not been posted in the assigned account. Means it is not 100%, but there are certain things which is not completely uh, done in your this thing. Okay, it's not posted in your this thing. Okay, so what could be the reason? So what SAP is saying, the path is like I will tell you. So it is a path you need to relate to the finance only. Okay, so this is a path. Okay, so there is a table. This is not a this is again related to the finance. Some waste types are affected by taxes, and part of the amount is corresponding to tax percentage is being, it is little tricky. So what I will tell you, I will just enter that entries. I will just post that entries in your chat window. So you will be able to, it is little tricky to understand, but yes, I will guide you. So I just posted in the chat window.
It posted in different account.
Yes. So this part of the amount has not been missed. This is posted in a different account. So what is the meaning of it? So in order to know which account is used to post the tax amount, you can check. There is a table called PPDIT. So how to go to this table? Can you just show me?
Not in SM30. This is different.
Yes, SC16N. SC16, you can go. You just enter the table name PPDIT. Enter or execute. So we can see there are so many entries are here. Okay. So here, if you see, there is a with field called MWSKJ. So how we'll be getting that? Just a minute, I will tell you.
Field.
So
I use I did access to this table. I play around it a little bit, but I forget.
yeah. So basically, if you see, there are these fields are understandable, but this MWSKJ, whatever they are saying it, right? So at present, what happens? All the fields are actually our functional field name here given, but there will be also technical field name. I forgot the technical field name. Also, let me check it from my system. MWSKJ, which is that one? MWSKJ field table in SAP. That is your just a minute. MWSKJ related to your tax code information. Is there any field called tax code information in that? Just scroll a bit towards the right hand side. Is there any column which says next to K? Just a minute, I will tell you the column number. MWSKJ, I found out in my system, which is having VJ V0 like that field. VJ V0 like that field. Just a minute, I will tell you. KTOSL is your this thing. BUKRS, just a minute. BP, there is a period, cost center, then your HKTUSL, Kunna, soft object. Okay. So pay period, there is a section called pay period, right? Just before 2 column of that. Can you just just 2 columns before that, you expand that column, 2 columns before, there is something written TX, something like that, TX.
Right here?
TX something is written, right? Before 2 columns before that, whatever cursor you are showing, 2 columns before that. This is something called text code, right? Okay.
Yes.
So these fields are missing in your configuration. What SAP is saying, again, how to go to that particular path. So basically, again, this is a path related to, it's good to know because now you can go to SAP EG menu. I will tell you.
What?
SAP EG access. You go to SAP EG access.
Okay.
Normal access, SAP. Open a new window.
Okay.
Go to your section called accounting, not HR, accounting. So it is good to know, this is actually cross skill, but you should know this. Go to general ledger. General ledger is there. I think under financial accounting. General ledger, and from that you go to master record. From that you go to GL accounts, individual processing. In that you select in company code FSS0. Okay, so if you execute it, company code, whatever company code you are trying that, so this is good to know. Okay, so in this, if you see in company code, if you click that, there is a section called control data. In that control data, we are having something called tax category. Okay, so are you able to edit it? Just click the pencil button. Are you able to edit it?
No, there's no.
No, there is a pencil button in the top. So if you see, position the cursor on the GL account. Okay, this is there is no such. Okay, anyway, I will just tell you, you may not be having access to it. So if you double click on the tax category, right, that particular field.
Right here.
Yes, select the values. Okay, so these are the actually missing in your configuration. This is a finance configuration, but again, if it is still happening, like only input tax allowed, output tax allowed, if anything is missing of in your configuration, all of these fields, okay, then that will be causing a problem. And where it will be reflected, basically another configuration is there. Okay, so where exactly these are maintained, this is a finance configuration, so I'm not going into that detail. Okay, so that configuration you have to talk to your finance. Okay, so that will be, in that way this problem will be resolved. Okay, this is a little tricky because it's out of our scope. Okay, but you should know that because it's a finance posting, anything you are doing, actually it's more of a kind of a collaboration effort between you and your finance person.
Okay.
So this is clear, right? This is because most of the activity will be done by finance. So what you have to test, but you should good to know that this a little bit of navigation also, we are knowing that it is good in the future, from a future point of view, I'm telling.
Okay.
Okay, so now I will be just talking about few things in the right hand side. Okay, so you can choose of your anything. Tell me which one to choose.
This is like a question and answers.
Yeah, mostly it will be like a conceptual understanding. What is the difference between all those? Not exactly the Q&A, but certain conceptual level they will be guiding us. Like what other things are there? You
Split in the document.
Okay, yeah, splitting a document is also, because most of the things are actually conceptual, but I will tell you what are the things. So what do you understand by splitting, Jack? I would just like to understand from you.
Okay. Splitting the documents regarding the cost center, different cost center, or I think this is splitting document regarding the finance, mostly with the cost center, I think.
So basically, what will happen whenever you are transferring a payroll from HR module to finance? Okay, so if you are having more than exact, there is a limit actually. So you can post at more maximum 999 FI line items. Okay, so if you are having more than that, then actually the document will be splitting into two different documents. Okay.
Okay.
So that is a different one. So the another splitting you must have heard about in the WPP split. Have you heard about those things in the payroll?
Splitting, and yes, splitting
Ah,
regarding the cost center, split regarding the hiring
yes,
time, and the middle
yes,
split regarding, yes.
yes. If you join in the middle of the payroll period,
Yes.
okay. So those kind of splitting are different, but this splitting is different. Okay. So this conceptual things I will just post you in the chat window. Anyway, this notes all everything I will share with you. Do not worry about it. Just for your understanding that so this, as it is a conceptual thing, there is no solution. Rather, it's a concept and some kind of concept. SAP share this in things in your in this kind of frequently asked questions. Okay. So what does it says? It is also a kind sometimes an interview question also. Whenever you are doing such kind of thing, SAP will say, suppose there are different line items, okay, and if it is exceeding 999, okay, so then actually there can be a possibility of a splitting. What does SAP says? There will be clearing line. Okay, so for every finance document, okay, so there will be clearing line which will be generated to ensure that your finance document has a document balance of 0. Okay, because every time SAP will be checking those balances. Okay, so that balance will be checked, and posting keys and account numbers for every this line item are determined using your transaction OBYL. Again, this is a finance transaction. Okay, so you can go to the OBYL transaction just for our curiosity. We will not be going deep dive, but we are just in the borderline to understand these things. Even I have done that, but it's good to know. OBYL. In the live system, you may not have all this access. Okay, but as it is a dummy.
No, there's no
/n OBYL.
Slash this one?
/n before you enter now. So you just click /n.
Like this?
No. I am saying what I'm saying. You go to the otherwise you go to the main page of SAP and from that you
You're talking /n to the
yes.
Windows.
New
Okay.
window, yes.
Yes.
Oh, you entered. It happens, no problem. People who are new to SuccessFactors, they do not have on-premise knowledge actually. So whenever I'm teaching them, so I have to talk a lot about these things. Because we people are native to SAP on-premise, then we move to your SuccessFactors. But people who are from SuccessFactors, if you are teaching in EC payroll, it is really challenging. So you can choose any of this chart of account.
This is account for US. Okay, just one.
Yes, you can choose anything. Okay, so here basically you generally, if you see the chart of accounts, and there is a transaction for that HR posting and technical accounts they have decided, and in that you have to choose your account keys here. Okay, so just choose here any accounting keys. FI document split, yeah. So second one, 1002. Okay, and here you can decide that which account it will be. I think there is some configuration is missing, might be. Okay.
Yes.
But you have to ensure that whenever you are doing this kind of thing, okay. So it is a configuration thing. So it should be, this configuration must be there in this particular section. Okay. From a business point of view, this account would not make any sense. Okay. But from a technical clearing point of view, I'm saying, okay. So the technical clearing lines, because these things you may not talk to your business. Okay. But from a technical clearing point of view, from a system point of view, okay. So this clearing must happen. Okay. So that there will be always balance whenever you're doing
Zero.
it should be always balance your or from a system sanity point of view. Okay, so that balance must be zero. Okay, so this is a concept here. The meaning of a clearing a posting. Okay, so how to, if you're finding any kind of issues or problems or any kind of performance issues and all. So this is a kind of a note SAP has recommended to go through. Is understood? I don't know. I understand that it is not 100% understood, but actually this is a kind of a cross skilling, you can say. Means a little bit of finance flavor is coming here.
Yeah, it should. But this job, if there's no configuration here, just check it. Right?
Yes. This is just a checking. There is no such configuration. So basically, you have to check, ensure that if it is there, it is not. It will not create any kind of performance issue in your whenever we are doing any kind of posting, and it will happen mostly in the bigger organization where a lot of cost center, lot of things are there. But if it is small organization, it will not make any impact here. Okay, so you will not be facing any kind of challenges if you're having some limited cost centers and all. So that is a business scenario, I will say.
Okay.
Now you can go to the other one in that.
Which other one?
You choose any other one. I will tell you. Just go there. Means you go to that column, yellow column, golden columns. So I will tell you one thing here related to fast delivery. Splitting documents we have discussed, right? Then
Yes.
you can discuss allowing net zero. Okay, would you like to go for that? Allow net zero posting. Yeah. So let me check that one. What is there in the box? Allow zero. Allow net zero posting. Okay, so what does this program says? This SAP note says how to HCM payroll posting program will include the option to post the net zero financial records for at an employee level. Okay, so I will just this is actually the important one, and what SAP is saying, they have some recommendations or best practice, I will say. Okay, so I will just share with you that. From a reporting point of view, this is an important activity. I will share that with you. Okay. So this is a program. So if you can see in the chart window, the summarized financial record can be joined with the HR employee detail for detailed labor reporting for each employee. Okay. So for any kind of such scenario, if you're having, okay, so then this note will be helpful for you. Okay. And are you able to see those chart, right, Jay?
Which chart?
I just posted in the chat window.
Yeah, I'm open it now. You share my screen, right?
No, yes, I can see your screen. Yes.
I open it in the screen, the chart window. So yeah, I'm seeing it. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
This report RPC IPE01.
You know the difference between these two programs, right? If you otherwise you can open.
This one, and this program do 01 and 01 CE. What difference between?
Yes, I will just tell you to go to that program and I will guide you.
Okay. Okay.
Because then only you will be able to understand. If I say, you will not be able to understand anything. Go to AC38 and execute. Enter this program name.
SE38, okay.
SE38. Then you enter that program name RPCIPE01. Execute.
Create?
No, not create. Create actually, no, F8, you can put F8. So if you go to display, it will show the code actually.
Okay.
You do not have to change anything in the code.
F8, okay.
F8 or execute.
Okay.
So this is your same program which you are familiar about, right? The posting to accounting. Okay. So this is do not have to worry about. This is the program name for your normal posting to accounting program. Okay. So the second scenario, which is they are telling, that is not so frequent. But if you are having concurrent employment, so what do you understand by concurrent employment, Jack?
Concurrent, one employee move between different company over maybe inside or outside the United same country.
Yes, that is the concept of a concurrent employment. Okay, so in those cases, how you can now what you can do, go back and you enter the new program name for concurrent employment, RPCIP01CE. Execute. So suppose you in the future, if you're having an opportunity to work in a such scenario which involves concurrent employment, okay. So in that case, what you will be doing, it looks very similar to that, okay. But if you just scroll down,
it's the same as expatriate. You know, when you see in the year-end adjustment, there is one when we select the type of the off cycle, there is expatriate.
No, that is little different. That is a different scenario.
Okay.
That's a different process. Yeah, expert scenario you have to handle differently. But this is a scenario whenever you are having any kind of specific to concurrent employment. Okay, the program structure looks very similar. Okay, but technically in the backend there is certain difference are there for specific to your concurrent employment. Okay, so you can have just scroll down if anything is different from the screen point of view. Okay. I think more or less similar only. Okay, but you can use this. There is a different variant, and also technically the backend configurations are different. Okay, so if you execute this program, then it is for those concurrent employees. So you may have a different payroll area, or you can have some other things for them. Okay, so you just choose this particular program and you have to execute. Okay, so from this node point of view, I'm just telling what other things are required. These corrections, again, this is some correction, particular corrections are there. Okay, for the concurrent employment, and how to check that. So basically there is also in SAP, in this particular SAP node, they are saying to go to a particular table. Okay, but this table is again from a technical ABAP point of view. Just you have to go to do an SAP, whatever SAP is saying, you have to just change it. Is actually this is a not very frequently, as I was saying. Even I in my last whatever my experience, I have not used this program, to be honest with you. Okay, but SAP has given very rare cases, this kind of scenario will come. It's good to know. Okay, so nothing much here. Yeah, exactly. What is in the SCAP in the future, you do not know. So you may come across sometime, but concurrent. I have worked in global employment, but concurrent employment very less scenario. This kind of scenario I never came across. Okay?
Yeah, one my interviews lately they asked me about expatriate.
Okay. Okay.
There's some configuration expatriate, but I don't know what's the connection between concurrent employee and expatriate.
Actually, there is
the concept host and host and what to say? Yes, a guest. Account.
Okay. Actually, there is a concept of global assignment. Basically, global assignment. Have you heard about? Okay. That is basically there is that means what happened. Suppose you are working in now Chicago, and suppose your company has also its presence in let's say Germany. Okay.
Yes.
And suppose you are assigned for a particular assignment for a 6 month of duration. It's a short assignment. and that 6 months of duration, still you are an employee of your parent organization, okay, but you'll be deputed to Germany for 6 months, okay, and in Germany, suppose that's a different entity, and you'll be getting a temporary employee ID and in your company only, but you will continue to be active as a from a master data point of view. You are still active in your parent organization in Chicago, and in Germany you will be deployed there, and you will be getting salary from German-based entities. Okay, but at that point, for the 6 month of period, your salary will not be getting from the parent company. Let's say for that, or some other benefits. But other benefits will be still there, like your insurance and those benefits will continue. But for that 6 months, you will be getting paid from your German level entity. Again,
host company.
Host company, yes, host company. Yeah, we call it host company in that for that 6 month period. Again, once your assignment is over, again you will be running that PA40 actions, and you will be going back to return to the parent company. Okay, so that 6 month of duration, everything will be calculated in your host company. Okay.
Do you have any documentation regarding this or not?
Yes, I will be sharing that with you, but that is more from a success factor point of view. Okay.
Oh, they're asking lots of companies asking about the time of globalization, and it's happened a lot. So
yeah. So that I will discuss one of the bonus session, whatever you have asked for that. So EC and related some basic stuff, because EC Employee Central itself is very vast. Even 40 to 50 sessions you conduct, still you can't complete it. So it is so vast. It's like a sea. It is like a sea. You can see.
Okay.
So what I will do, so Jack, this is regarding this all these notes I'll be sharing with you for this section, the right hand column as well. Okay, because once this is more than you can, whenever you will be joining your organization, you can bookmark this particular link. Okay, anything coming to your posting, this will be mostly covered here. Okay, and if it is not, then only you will be raging to SAP, and just scroll up. I will tell you the channel name. Channel name is scroll up.
That's maximum.
PYXXDT. Okay, so that is your channel name. PYXXDT. You can see whenever you are raising an incident to SAP, you will be posting that in that particular channel. Okay.
What is the channel?
It is written right? The troubleshooting guide in HCM PYXXDT. In there is a wrench option. There is a diagram. Can you read that? Troubleshooting guide is written right. Below section, below that line, it is written troubleshoot guide in HCM.
Yes.
This is the black one, PYXXDT. So PYXX means it is not specific to any country. It is irrespective of country, because these postings are not specific to US or India or any other countries. These are more general. Okay. So you can get this kind of error in any kind of payroll posting in any of the countries. Okay. So so this is this pages we can bookmark, and if you're still getting some issues which is not covered in this particular channels, okay, then you can post a SAP. You can raise an incident to SAP saying that this is not there in your particular thing. Okay, so this is the concept. Yeah. Okay. So now with that understanding, so Jack, would you like to take a 5-minute break and we'll come back, or how would you want?
Whatever you want. I don't know. I don't mind. So if you want a break, is okay for me. No problem.
Okay, let's take a 5-minute break. Then I will join back again. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We will continue with the next section, that is the reporting part from a payroll point of view. What are the reports? Okay, and we will continue there. Okay. So I will stop here, and within 5 minutes, after 5 minutes, we'll join back again. Okay.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Bye.